Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO set review from BrickByBrick, and today is set number 70671. This is Lloyd's Journey. And this set was released in 2019 as part of the Summer Ninjago wave, and, you know, it's the smallest set to come out of that wave, aside from the Spinjitzu Slam gimmick sets. And at $15 for 81 pieces seems like kind of a off price to part ratio. The box designs for this season are really, really cool though. And, you know, it's got two figures and this wolf, which this wolf is obviously going to add a little bit to the price. So, you know, hopefully it's a well done figure. Here are the content of the set. Yeah, it's just looking at it, this doesn't look like a $15 build. And yeah, it's just a little kind of fortress wall, basically. We do have this one little build here, which is just a ice block to stick a sword in. This is present in the Spinjitzu Slam, I think the Lloyd Spinjitzu Slam. It's available in one of them, something that's pretty much exactly the same as this. So, you know, the pulling a sword out of an ice block thing is not unique here. The little fortress, though, is got a little bit going for it. I like the use of these Star Wars shield pieces as the angled roof of this thing in dark red. That looks pretty good. We do have these spikes that are maybe supposed to be ice, but they're blue, so not as icy as, you know, some other stuff. It's like in Trans Blue, probably would have looked more icy. We do have some snow around the base here, and the walls are decently built up. We do have some shurikens on the edges, which you could pull off and use as weapons if you'd like, and I believe you get an extra set of those as well. Around the back, though, it's just a little wall, basically. There's a little platform up here that people can stand on. Unfortunately, they can't stand on the bottom because it's too short, so just a couple extra bricks of height would have been nice, because it would have given you this little additional room down here at the bottom that you could maybe do stuff in. So, I don't know, that's a little bit of a shame, maybe, if they had been able to, you know, like if this had just been the equivalent of a single figure, maybe they would have had the additional parts budget to do that, because, you know, the parts count on the set is pretty low still. But the one other thing that you have going on here is this little crossbow, which, again, that's from Star Wars, and, you know, it's just the stud shooting crossbow that just shoots off studs pretty effectively, and yeah, it's overall a decent little turret feature, but it's not, like, I don't know, not super duper interesting. The set's description just calls this Lloyd's wolf, and, you know, for spoiler reasons, I guess that's good, but, you know, if you're observant, you'll notice that the markings on the face and the tail sort of are reminiscent of the Akita character included in the Ice Fortress, so, you know, I'll just leave it at that. In the show, they do call this wolf, though, red, for a while, so, you know, it's got two studs on top. It is a brand new mold, as you probably could tell, so with the two studs on top, you can put Lloyd on top and be riding the wolf. That makes for an okay look, I guess, but the wolf has a little tiny bit of articulation with the head. They can just move up and down. It's always nice to get cool new animal molds. This one is not going to be super useful in the future, I don't think, but it is still a decent thing and makes sense for the show. That's for sure. And the printing around the tails here is pretty well done. As you can see on the bottom of my top tail, it gets a little bit imperfect. And I guess sort of on the top of the bottom tail, it's a little bit blurry, but otherwise, it's a really well-produced figure. And the printing on the face is really good as well. As for actual minifigures, though, there are only two in the set, and, you know, it's Lloyd and one of the Blizzard Warriors, basically the Ice Samurai from the Neverrealm, which, you know, there are only a couple sets from the new wave, so it's sort of split between the two, between the Fire Snakes and the Neverrealm storylines. So this is, you know, one of the cheaper ways to get the this Blizzard Warrior, who also appears in the Spinjitzu Slam set. So, you know, it's a good figure though. Like, the helmet molding is really, really, really cool, and the torso armor as well. It's both really excellent pieces. We did get a new shoulder armor piece for Lloyd, that's used on all the ninja in the new wave, but you know, Lloyd gets it here, and the sword in Medium Azor is pretty cool as well. The face print for him is pretty decent. It does have two sides that are both just generic warrior faces, so you can swap it around. And the other interesting thing about this armor piece is that it is dual molded with the ice and the dark red, and you can actually reverse it, so it's designed to look good with either way facing forward, which is cool, just to be able to add a little bit more variety into your army. The torso print, the leg print, are kind of a interesting stylized design. It doesn't mesh too well with the actual design of the armor pieces. Like, the armor pieces are way more intricate, I feel. Lloyd's weapon here is this little torch thing, which makes sense in the ice land, so there's that. But he does have his hair in this set. His mask is actually only in the Titan mech set, which I guess most of the ninja are only in one or maybe two sets with their masks in this wave. He does have his standard Ninjago movie face, where, you know, he's got that one happy expression and the little bit more serious expression. And the sword holder, you know, just holds a single sword and has a little bit of a cool design on it. But I think this is the cheapest set you can get it in currently. And these have some decent printing on his torso and legs, which these are just the regular torso and legs from this season, and every version of the character included in the regular sets this season has both his torso and legs. The unfortunate thing about this set is that it's really got nothing going for it aside from this wolf, and, you know, well, I guess it's a good thing that this wolf wasn't thrown into like a $50 set that had nothing else going for it besides the wolf. Still, it's a little bit of a shame that, you know, you already have most of this other stuff. Like, I mean, I guess you could do this as maybe a decent addition to the fortress, but it looks pretty much the same as the Ice Emperor's Castle fortress thing. The figures, neither of them have anything going on for them, and you don't even get a full masked out version of Lloyd, so, you know, that's a little bit of a shame. And maybe it would have been nice if the masked version came in this set as well. Maybe that would have, because, like, if you're gonna have the full set of ninja, I guess they don't wear their masks too much this season, but if you're gonna have the full set of ninja with masks in all the sets, and you're gonna, you know, just include this other version in this set, it doesn't really feel like a complete version of the character, if you know what I mean. You know, if you get the land bounty, you'll have most of the ninja in their masked versions, and then you'll just have this Lloyd, and you'll feel like you need to get the Titan mech to get the masked Lloyd. But, you know, that aside, you know, it is still a version of probably the main character. I guess not really the main character this season, but one of them. And, you know, Blizzard Samurai is just an army builder figure, so I guess it's never bad to get them, but it's not a draw to this set. So it's really left with just, you know, you're spending $15 to get this Akita figure, and you get some other stuff that you don't care as much about. And in that sense, not a huge fan of this set. It's not, could be worse always, but, you know, it's just kind of, I wouldn't recommend this unless you really want that wolf. Or, I guess if you're not going to get any of the Ninjago sets from this season, but want to check out these armor pieces, maybe that's another good reason to get this one. But otherwise, it's not that great. And, you know, you would maybe be better off, you know, saving your money to buy one of the larger sets. So, hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.